Right guys, Mark Crossfield here, more swing ideas coming at you from my golf app. Yeah, this is an interesting swing. I see it a lot. It's quite complicated way. It's quite a hard one to explain, but let's see how I get on. Let's get stuck in. So here you go, we see the swing on the video here, and these are the patterns I see with these kind of swings. Lots of fat shots, quite weak shots. Just don't play drivers, just can't play woods, those kind of things. This person could improve massively, but they're going to have to really kind of think the way they move. So what we see from this swing, and I'm going to do it this way on the start, it's a, what's the best way to explain it? It's a pickup with the club. So it's not much of a rotation of the body, so it's kind of this pickup of the club, and then on the way through, it's a pickup of the club again, so it's a drop and a pickup. So it's almost just like picking the club up, dropping it, and picking it up. And we see that right foot kick back, and he kind of kicks back, when he looks like he was going to go forward at one point. We need this player to be able to try and get the forces of the club passing out in front of them. Really pushing out quite forcefully this way. At the same time, we need them then hanging on to those forces, so pulling back on that handle with their upper body as their lower half goes forwards, which is why you always see this kind of position from world-class players. It's this kind of two forces pulling against each other, zeroing out, so the club's going out as they're pulling back on it. He doesn't get them because there isn't much force being put on that club, so he doesn't have to really hang on to it that much on the way through. So what we need to do, and I do this a lot with students, it does really help them, but they do tend to struggle to strike it at the start. So don't be afraid if you start striking a few weird shots, because it is a real rethink of the way you're hitting your shot. So we start getting them just to put the club kind of up around knee height, between knee and waist height. And now I want them to feel like they're turning their left arm right across their chest, get their chest turning, and chuck that club out around. So out in front of them, and then big around to the left here. So you must be trying to get your left arm across your shoulder. That gets your body turning a bit more, rather than you would be more here. And then I want you to feel like you're throwing the club out, so really throwing it out to a stretched point, and then back into the left and around. Now you do the same kind of movements down by the ball, so you're going to try and get your left shoulder really stretching up across your chest, and then I want you to feel like you throw the club out in front of you and back around to the left. So it's much more energy to A, getting you to turn your body more, and B, trying to really get the weight of that head, the forces on that club throwing out in front of you to try and get you to stretch and turn your body out to hang on to those forces and get you much more into this shape, rather than these kind of just, it's literally just a pick up, a drop and a pick up, which is where you're not getting the force to hit all those clubs, so you're not getting the power to hit those lower lofted clubs. And it's why you're hitting the ground quite hard, because you're not really getting much of a kind of hit through the ball. It's much more of a club almost dropping on the ball. It's not, as in angle of attack can be anything with this, as in down or up. It's much more that low point is not controlled so much in more of a forward kind of motion, but much more of an up and down motion with a little bit of forwards, which makes it so hard to get low point in the right place. So it's really about getting that left shoulder across your chest, letting that club go out in front of you. Don't be afraid if the right hand overtakes, feel that weight of that club push out in front of you. You just hang on to it as it comes back to the left. Do it down by the ball. Like I say, people hit funny strikes at the start, but when they start catching it, it is amazing how different they hit the ball. Like their face lights up. It's like completely, they're like, wow, never hit one like that before. No, well, you haven't, because you've been not really putting any energy, little spider, into the movement. Let me know, post comments, does that make sense or not? That was my best go at explaining that, quite complex one, much easier face to face that one. Post comments down below, let me know, how did I go? Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for loads more videos. Find me on Instagram at CrossfieldMark, also on Twitter at 4golfonline. Find me on Facebook, Mark Crossfield. Thanks for watching. Post comments as always, and see you soon.